Boss says it's cold. It's the old saying, any day not at work is a good day. Oh, this is a bloody good day. Just past Roy Hill Iron Ore camp, probably about 5 or 6 k's back to the left. I believe it's owned by Gina Reinhardt now. Heading north to Nullagine. Just in case you wanted to know what those purple flowers were that along the verge of the road there, mulla. I'd call them mulla mulla. And the boss says that's what they are, the editor-in-chief. I've just probably seen a train up ahead too, just to let you know we haven't left the Pilbara. Hopefully they'll change lights and colour soon so we can go straight through. Just pulled up in this dip, only because there's a little bit of bitumen here. Let the tyre pressures down. It's running 45 and 40, taken down 15 pounds. Because we've been driving for about an hour, the tyre pressures weren't exactly 40 and 45, so I've taken a measurement of what the tyre pressures were. I'm just dropping 15 pounds out of them, so I know that the cold pressures will be 25, 30. I'm not going to touch the camper tyres, they're still at 30 anyhow. Don't seem to be having too much problems with it, apart from that dead shock absorber. And I'll check the airbags as well. They were 8 pounds on the bitumen, so I'll check them again. Drop them down to probably about 4 or 5 pounds. I see the airbags sitting at about 9 or 12. So I'm going to drop them, as I say, down to about 4 or 5. I'm just going to use the Schroeder valves to let them down to get a little bit more control. It's about 4. Between 4 and 5 now. See what happens. Both 5. Ooh, top one went back up to 6. Alright, that's good enough. Welcome to Nullagine. Hopefully that's the way you pronounce it. Not too much here, but as we're driving in we had vantage points and there's lots of little dirt tracks going everywhere, and we noticed there's a fairly large sign to Nullagine Gold Project, so I'm going to presume there's a bit of gold in these hills. It's going to drop in the pub and see what's around. A couple of people are camped up here. Don't know if we have a dump point there as well. The no standing signs have been covered up. Caravan park here, which was run by council, has been closed. It's meant to be just down to the right there somewhere. Unless this is it here. Got no idea. Well, the pub doesn't open for another half an hour, and they do serve lunches, so we're just going to do a little bit of walking around. Well, I am anyhow. Little general store over there. Gee, it's stocked pretty well. Surprised me out in these remote locations. I think we might pull up here today. It's only 11:33, but we're not in a hurry to go anywhere. We've got 5 nights where we're really just plugging in time. We're going to do Hammer Track 9 for the Pilbara. And that sort of starts here. Yeah, I'll probably pull a camper into this spot here, I reckon. Some thistles around. Boss is over in the park. She's got to make a phone call. Chasing some mail that got delivered to Newman today. As you know, we left Newman this morning. Try and get it redirected. Oh, and somebody else looking for the caravan park. I'm just going down there to have a look. We did do our research. I think I probably didn't mention this, but the council ran it and they said it was closed. I'm going to go down and have a look anyhow. It's meant to be down here 150 metres. Yep, they're turning around. So they're probably finding out exactly what this is all about. Closed caravan park. And another one heading down there. Western Australian. Didn't check out the plates on the other one. Yep, they've turned around as well. Now the caravan park is right here. That's it. Construction site. They said they were going to renovate it. There's not so many good reviews on TripAdvisor and stuff about the place. Cranky old bird who was managing it, I think. Man, look at this. Flat tyre. Just happened. What a bugger. More work for me. This'll do us in here. I'm getting pretty good at these tyre punctures. I reckon that's the problem there. Whatever that is. Yeah, that'll do it, I reckon. Well, I'll put a plug in there. See how we go. That's a tyre back on. I'll put it up to 42 pounds. Put the plug in. Just going to sit there over lunch. We'll check it afterwards to make sure it's holding air. Give you a quick tour of the town. I've already walked down that way towards the caravan park and the cop shop. Little park here. Couple of houses. Right out of town. Pub. General store. Right out of town. And we're camped up over here. Well, if the tyre's still inflated, I'll set up the camper and there'll be us for the night. Well, we're all set up. That tyre stayed up. Reduced the pressure down to 30 pounds and I'll check it again tomorrow. Should be a little bit less than that tomorrow because I'm assuming it'll be colder. Free camp. Just checking out our routes tomorrow. Track 9 Hammer Map, I've mentioned that. Heading out to a place called Running Waters. It's actually thermal. It's about 25 degrees or warmer. I suspect it's going to be pretty busy out there, so we'll get out there and have a look. See if we can get a camp spot. If we can't, then we're probably going to head further east into the desert a bit. New toy. The hardcore solar panel that I had a few cracks in it and stuff. It just wasn't performing as well as it used to. It was still putting out sort of, 5 to 6 amps, which when the both fridges are going just wasn't cutting it. This thing, I got this from Perth Diesel Performance. I sent it up and I picked it up at Newman. Put it out, just laying down like that earlier this afternoon. First output on that was about 6.7 amps. And I really haven't got it orientated at the moment to get the best, and the batteries aren't drawing too much from it because they're still at 100%. So I'll see how it goes. So 200 watt O2, it cost $650, $660, something like that. Not the best on the market, but I tried to source a red arc one, and I just couldn't find a red arc solar panel, 200 watt solar panel anywhere. Even Red Arc said they're out of stock. Saying what the heck, right? Running Waters, also known as Eel Creek. I'm not sure which one's correct. Hammer Map says it is Running Waters. Some of the other maps I've looked at says Eel Creek. Boss is going to pump up her stand-up paddleboard. Took us a bit over 2 hours from Nullagine to get into here. We went in a hurry. The track from, or the road from Nullagine, mostly 75, 80 k's an hour, some slower sections, some dips, washouts, natural creek areas that you just got to slow down for. A lot of gold mining still around here. This creek is supposedly thermal. I think the boss said she read something about it being between what temperature? 27 to 30 degrees. I've dipped my toes in. I'm not sure it's 27 to 30 degrees, but it's not even Kimberley fresh. It's a bit warmer than that, so we'll check it out. Old mate, great Graham Reindeers, I think Reindeers. He's got his own YouTube channel from Perth. He was in here earlier this year. That noise is the sup, by the way, the pump. You can keep on going. Yeah, he was in here with his missus earlier this year. They were here by themselves. At the moment there's 2 cars down to our right camped up. No camper trailer, they must be just camping rough. And there's a sort of a 4-wheel drive caravan and another camper trailer a bit further up the hill from here, camped up, probably, I don't know, about 500-600 metres away. The track end from where they're camped into here is a bit, well, there's big lumps, rocks, water, stuff like that. I was a bit worried about the rock tamers, but they've come out okay. And we just dialed in 2-wheel drive high. I've noticed 2 Land Cruisers, goodness gracious. 2 Land Cruisers drive out of here, 4-wheel drive low. Not sure that's needed, but anyhow. Gonna go for a bit of a swim later. I might take you into the water with me. And the boss keeps on seeing all these fish jumping out of the water, but there's no barra in here, so the interest isn't that much. Oh, the sup's pumped up, as you can see. The boss is out with a roadkill, having a swim. There she is, about to get out. Roadkill, that's a well, it's more commonly known as a noodle. The reason it's called roadkill is the people who gave it to us found it on the side of the road, and they named it. It took about, I don't know, a good 5 minutes. Work up the courage to get in. And the water is warmer than I'd expected. Let's just scoot it off down that way on the stand-up paddleboard. The water isn't crystal clear, so I don't know if it's worthwhile sticking here underneath the water to have a look. I was going to bring my snorkel and goggles in to say it's well, I can see my feet, but I don't know how deep it is here. There's another mob camped up down there too. Camping rough, I'd say. They've got a camper trailer. They've got a chainsaw, and the mob down there, you might see there's a fire down there. They've got a chainsaw. They've been busy. Quite a bit of firewood over here, or dead wood lying down. Somebody in the water down there on there with their noodle as well. I've got a meat probe, so I'm just smacking my lips because I've been eating nuts, peanuts. I've got a meat probe, so I might stick that in here. The boss probably won't be happy with that. Check out what the temperature is. It is cooler a bit deeper down where my feet are, so now going down one sort of 1.6, 1.8 metres. I can just see the boss right up the top there. You'll have seen by now some photos of Harry, our pet bird, little white bird, opportunity fishing along the bank. Apparently he's down there as well, having another feed. Boss is having a swim. She's been out with a probe. 27 degrees. How about that, eh? 27 degrees. Some of the temperatures here at the moment. She's about 20 degrees, 19 degrees. Depends which way the wind's blowing. So it's certainly warmer in the water than out. 18. The mob that were camping up here have now left. So we'll come up here and have a look. I've already been up for a look once. Got some firewood. Gonna get some more firewood they left behind. Looked like they might have been chopping down green trees too. Paper barks. Dearing me. Yeah, that isn't all that was up here. This is their fire pit from last night. It's a big stump there. The rest of the firewood. I've got a few more pieces. But there's a spring here. And it's warm as well. Comes from up here somewhere. Keeps on going up that way. It is, I reckon, a shade warmer than what's in the billabong. See a fish holding up down there. A sandy bottom over here as well. Sandy rocky bottom. Nice. Some water running in over there as well. Come back a third time. Got the probe. Turn it on. Looking at the right hand one. 20 degrees. It doesn't seem to be going any more than 24. From running waters, when you head back out to the sort of main road, you can turn left for a couple of k's, then turn right to a dry weather road. It's a shortcut a road. It heads towards Currawine Gorge, not directly though. Now that's where we're shooting through. Been a little bit of traffic along here, not too much, and it keeps us off that main dirt road too. Righty, I'll show you where we've travelled. That's running waters there. We came back out onto the main road, left, took this dry weather road. We're now Upper Currawine Gorge here, between some waterholes. There's some water down the left, the boss has just gone down there. And we're heading back out to the main road, left, back out left again to the lower Currawine Gorge. There's some camping spots there. We're just day trip, having a look. Gives you an idea. You want to know our GPS coordinates for the current moment. There they are, right there. We'll go outside and have a look. Bit of water off to our left. It looks like there's a bigger pool up where the boss is, heading that way. It's just saying as we're pulling in, probably a nice little camp spot. Even less people here, no one except for us. Plenty of firewood around. Talking about firewood, I got some firewood this morning. Pardon?
Watch out for fresh peepers.
The water isn't frigidly cold, but it's not as warm as where we are either. Pretty little spot. Plenty of signs around of cattle coming down here. As the boss said, she just followed their tracks, and there's a lot of their fresh, oh you know what. I said nice enough spot to pull up for a camp if you wanted to, I reckon. Just need to be aware, I reckon, of the cattle. Bit of a turnaround there. We came in from the left. Just crossing the Currawine Creek. It's running. That's where we are on Hammer Maps. Oh, it's a bit loose. Oh, we got out. I haven't had enough creek walking, so I thought this is sheer rock wall here, and it looked like this creek went down beside it. It just looked interesting, so I thought, well, let's do another creek walk. Sure we're not the first, I'm sure we won't be the last. Found that, must be some sort of a melon. Haven't seen any gold yet. Well, there's that melon cracked up. It smells a bit like cucumber. No, I'm not going to try and eat it either. leave it there. Birds and wildlife will find that, no doubt. If you had the time and the patience, you could probably walk quite a while. Find this creek bed, I think, but about as far as I need to go. Some of the rock here looks very similar to some of the stuff we saw at Marble Bar, like the jasper, I think they call it. Don't know if you can pick it up. There's some birds in the background. Boss said they sounded like budgies. I agree. I'm not sure which direction they were. We have seen wild budgies over here. The flocks are usually, you know, maybe 20 or 30 birds, not fairly large ones. Well, here we are, back on the road. Yeah, windy again. Come up this little dirt track. There was a sign a little while back that said Glacier Polished Rock Outcrop. And yeah, we've come to the end of this little track. There's another track a bit further back. Looks like there's a walking trail here too, so we'll just go up here and have a look. We walked down that way, didn't see anything too remarkable. Come up to this little pimple. Can't see anything too remarkable. Might be in the wrong spot. This is the other track down here I was talking about. Don't know where it goes. I'm not in a hurry, so I might as well go down and have a look. There's certainly lots of quartz and stuff around, which is highly polished. And a bit of iron oxide. One Gorge. It's actually on part of a working cattle station. A couple of people camped up there. And I'm guessing there's people camped all the way along here. Plenty of space anyhow. I'd say we're probably at the eastern end of the road that follows this little creek. I'll go for a walk down the road and have a sticky beak and come back. Plenty of fish life in the little creek here. And the water's crystal clear. Boss says it's cold. She's not going for a swim in there. It's not 27 degrees. Well, as you can hear, we've driven up a little bit further. A lot of loose, pebbly stuff here. A lot more camping down that way, and grassed area is quite nice. Boss just spotted these people across the other side walking along the cliff face. Maybe they walked right up the top, who knows. Bloke in the water down here. One more camp down this way. I couldn't see any more further down. No, I think there'll be less people coming down this way because it's a little bit loose, as I say, driving in. Very pretty. Lots of space. And if you're not towing too much too heavy, or if you're not towing anything at all, there's plenty of space down this way. I'm just heading down to where we walked this morning, where the springs came in, to see if it's any warmer. You might hear that sound in the background, not the birds. I've got the Aussie pit. I've got the Aussie spit roaster on as well. Roast pork. Something I haven't done before is try to roast potatoes on it. So I've speared them on the little spikes as well. I'll give you a look a little bit later. Well, this is where the water comes in. I don't know that it's any warmer. Oh. Maybe I should get closer. I don't think so. Yeah, touching the bottom now. Oh, some wind spots here. It's the old saying, any day not at work is a good day. Oh, this is a bloody good day. Spit roaster. Actually took the potatoes off. They weren't doing too well. Coals aren't really doing well. Now, roast pork. It's getting there. Start a little fire up. Just put the potatoes in there. That should be fine. Check them with a skewer later. So how's the roast pork going? Let's have a look. I just measured the temperature because of the nature of spit roasting, I suppose. Some of it's 63, some of it's 68. It needs to be 68, so not too far off. I'm not going to get a crackle, it's a little bit there. I'm sure it's going to still taste damn nice.
So I'm just on my stand-up paddleboard, but I'm sitting on it. It's just very peaceful. Lots of birds around. All the people are down the other end. I told Ken he should come for a paddle, but he said there's too many people here now. So he's given me the GoPro. It's just beautiful.